All right, what is up, everybody? So we are going on a new adventure today. Plans changed. We had initially planned to go riding today. However, the weather was showing rain and storms yesterday on Friday, and then today on Saturday. However, it's nice and sunny, so we could have rode, but we had already changed plans, and so we're going on a new adventure today. We're going over to Bristol, Tennessee, to the Bristol Caverns. So we're super excited about it. We love seeing new things, and I'm always intrigued with caverns. We got to go see Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico one year, which is one of the seven wonders of the world, and it was absolutely amazing. So we're just looking forward to hanging out together today as a family and just checking out God's creation. And if you've never been to a cavern, hopefully when you see this episode that you'll be intrigued to go, or you'll just be in awe of God's creation underground and how amazing He is, and just what kind of God we serve. So just thank you for tuning in today. Enjoy the ride. We're going to head over to Tennessee, and we're going to have some fun exploring some caverns and just spending the day together. So stay tuned.
We are already here. We can't come back.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Oh, these are the best tickets I've ever seen. Where's these? Oh,
I think it'd be pretty cool.
yeah, but if there's pets, then they going back to the car.
You're not all about the bats.
I hate pets. They're scary, and they poop all over you.
You don't know that.
Yeah, on Camp Kiwaka. Mm-hmm. And that's a real show.
Look over to your left, you'll see that big hole down there. That's actually a cave in that happened inside the cave 2,000 years ago. And there is a part of the cave that takes us to a dead-end room. And once we get in there, you can see the damage that happened because of that. But while we're in there, we won't get caved in. And all like that. I've also heard that government alone and stuff like that. But there's two different stories. We're not going down this way, don't worry. I get people freaked out by that, but we'll go through that door over there. But from here to the very bottom, it's about a 180-foot drop. You can't really see anything right now, but once we do get to the very bottom, we'll be able to see a little bit of sunlight coming down. It should have like a gleam. It looks really cool. Indians actually used to hide right here from settlers and farmers around this area. We haven't found any like bones or anything like that, so can't really go too far into the cave. Nothing.
It's so scary once I saw that.
But the first ever really recording of this cave was found in the 1880s.
What's that?
Oh wow.
So what do we find out? Scary.
And this is actually he did have weddings in there, and I'll show you the part where they actually have a wedding.
Oh, weddings inside the cave.
The cave is always around 60 to 61 degrees no matter the temperature outside, so it is pretty good in there. We'll go ahead and start whenever you guys are ready. So if you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and start putting down.
Yeah.
I think we're just working it out. Look up there, you'll see these things coming down from the ceilings. Those are called stalactites. And the ones that grow up are called stalagmites, and they eventually form columns just right here. But they do take 340 years to grow even 1 inch. It does take them quite a while.
One thing about that book, is it really cool? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the body. Yeah, the body and the mouth.
Crazy.
called Brownsville Falls. It used to be a waterfall thousands and years ago before it kind of becomes the rock like it is now. The reason we call it Brownsville Falls is because there actually was weddings here in the early 1800s, like I mentioned. There was a myth that they would stand from this ledge right here and jump to that rock right below us, which is 25 feet. If they didn't get hurt on the way down, they truly did love each other, which is just pretty stupid, but it was a different time back then, so. Yeah. But as we do go down there, we'll be able to see how big that rock is from down there, and it does look really, really cool.
Hey, Mommy, do you have any pennies or coins?
This is like nothing I experienced before. This is like
But as we'll go ahead and start heading down. Do make sure to watch your head on that rock right there. We do call it headache rock for a bit of a reason. It's only too tight with claustrophobic. You said the duck for just a few seconds, and it'll take us under Brownsville Falls over there. So give me a good shot of that.
Just think, Tanner. This is all God's creation, buddy.
Whoa, that's
Crazy.
This is cute.
So if you guys remember, we're right up there.
Oh, yeah.
And that is Brownsville Falls, so it is a whole lot bigger from down here. And you'd have to be pretty stupid to want to jump from there right there. So. And if you do look to the left of me, this is the biggest rock in the entire cave system. It goes off about 2 miles. If you stick your head under here, you can see how that looks like just a big long trench all the way back from there.
I thought that there's beds on Joe, but there's not. There may be a room with Jessica, but we'll see.
As we do go over there, we'll be able to see a part where bats are, but we probably won't be able to see the bats today, just because it is daytime. But as we do go down, we'll also see a natural spring down here, and there is a part where actually you are allowed to go out into the water and fill it if you'd like to.
So do the fish just swim up the stream, or is there some that live in here?
There's some that actually just live in here, but some get kind of trapped in here when we come down from there. So if we do look closely, we may be able to see some down here. They like to hang out over here a whole lot.
Oh, wait. No. I thought I saw one right under us, but no. Not what I saw.
We may see some on our way out. So this actually is the part that you're allowed to go out here on the bank. You can fill the water if you like.
Is it cold?
I see fishies. I see million fishies. Whoa.
It's cool.
We actually are right there at the lowest part of the tour that we get to today. We are 108 feet from the surface. And as we do go up here a little bit, if you look up, you can actually see how deep we are. So it doesn't really feel like that right now, but we are really. If you make sure you step over here, there's a big fall over here. So,
Yeah, your shoes will get wet. Keep it safe.
But this right here actually is a natural spring. That is a man-made hole as well as a man-made pump. It's not like we found the pump down here. But there was construction up there at one point in time, which we aren't actually allowed to take people up there anymore. But that was an easy way for the construction workers to get water up there and just be able to drink it. If you look down here, this actually goes on for about 3/4 of a mile. It does take you to a part where you actually have to have scuba diving gear and go underwater, but a lot of people don't really go back to there, but it does go back for about 3/4 of a mile.
Well, these are steep stairs. Whoa. Oh, look at that. It almost looks like a face.
Yeah.
Yep. Closer.
I thought this would be scary, but it ain't.
Pretty cool. It feels hot now that you come out, don't it?
Man, that was cool. It's been a long time since we've went in some caverns, and man, what a joy that was. I had a super awesome time. Our tour guide was just really cool, really fun. Had a lot of knowledge of the caverns. Tanner loved it. That was his first cavern getting to go to, and we plan on doing more. But as we were in there, I couldn't help but to just be in awe. And to think about Genesis 1:1, you know, it says, "In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the earth, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters." And when you're under there, you see those formations and you see those rocks, and you know, you hear the history, and you see how at one time those rooms or those caves, they were filled with water. And how, you know, at one point, I mean, that water was, you know, a couple 100 foot deep from the bottom all the way up to the top. And you can see how that water changed, you know, the formations of those rocks and moved things around. And think about that, God created all of that. But also think about that when you read in the Bible and you read about the storms that they were in the ship, and how, you know, God stood up and he said, "Peace, be still." And the waves just stood still. And just think about how everything is under the control of God. And when you think about your life and you think about certain circumstances and the realities of things that we go in society today, you know, just continue to remember just how big God is, and that this is all His creation, and that He's in control, and that just as the winds and the waters and things, they move rocks and they shape things and form things, you know, that's all under the control and the hand of God. And that's the same with you. And just remember that God's continuing to work on you, and He's forming you, and He's with you at all times when we're a child of God. And so just don't never forget that. Don't never forget just how big God is, how awesome He is, and how blessed we are to get to enjoy His wonderful creation. And so if you get an opportunity, go check out Bristol Caverns in Bristol, Tennessee. We'll drop a description and a link below, and so just make sure you check them out, and just go spend some time with your family and checking out God's creation. Of course, at 828 Outdoors, it's always about faith, family, fun, and we've just had a blessed day today getting to hang out together and just in God's creation. So don't forget, please like, please subscribe. Subscribe is important to allow us and to help us to continue to do these things. And so make sure you go to our YouTube page if you hadn't, on our channel, and hit that subscribe button, share the video, and pray for us. And so we thank you and we love you. We're going to head back through the mountains back home. So God bless.